Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another unboxing video. And this time it will really be the last time for a while at least. Back to regular episodes probably soon. And please don't film our address. You know what, just hold the mic here. We have another package, and this time it's, at least to me, no surprise what will be in there, I hope. Not like last time. If I can get it to open.
But why is it even a problem if people know our address? I mean, if they want to get here and bully us, we will just throw our pieces or our sticks out to them, Dragon Lord. And yes, we will be back with new episodes when we are driving to the Cannes Film Festival. And yes, we are ready for the big reveal now. The movie is...
It's The Cat and the Canary, which was just released by Eureka Entertainment in this new restored version. This is a film from 1927 by Paul Leni, the director who's probably most well known for The Man Who Laughs, which is of course a very big classic, and the film that inspired the Joker, you know. And this is the film he made before that, so 1 year before that. And yeah, interesting thing about this film is that it actually got 2 remakes in pretty quick succession. One, I think, in the early 30s, so like only a couple years later. And one, I want to say, in the early 40s, both under the name The Cat Creeps. And we have the silent version and we have the second remake, but the first sound version from the early 30s is lost. And Philip, funnily enough, I'm like 99% sure that both you and me have seen all the clips that are left of this lost version. And do you know where is my question?
I don't, you know.
Don't you know, Philip? Haha, idiotto. It's actually from this weird, obscure, short comedy thing that Universal did, I think, like probably in the 50s or something, where they stitched together shots from random horror films like Frankenstein, Nosferatu and stuff, and also The Cat Creeps, the lost version, and had like a narrator tell dumb jokes over the footage to form a dumb comedy narrative. It's a really weird film. It's called Boo, and it's a special feature on the Frankenstein Blu-ray that's widely available. And yeah, this is the only reason why we even have clips of the lost version of The Cat Creeps.
Wow, that sounds brilliant. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
I'm fairly sure that you've seen it. Anyways, this film, The Cat and the Canary, what's there to say about it? It's like a haunted house kind of mystery film with a bunch of people in an old castle and a weird creature or murderer roaming around. There are 100 old horror films with this exact setup, so I'm not sure how it will hold up to to those other classic films. But Paul Leni, I actually really like his style of direction. He has this kind of mix of German expressionism where he started, and then the Hollywood classic horror films. Anything to say, Philippe? No? Okay, wait, no, I'll do that, please don't.
But you know what I don't get? Why the heck are you not buying some of the good movies that this label is bringing out? Like, for example, I have seen recently Wake in Fright. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Do you even know what it is?
Not really.
It's like this great 70s Australian horror movie, sort of horror movie, but it's completely realistic. And it's basically like the greatest version of Hangover. It's really Hangover, but as an existential psychedelic horror film that's in the outback of Australia, and it's about this intellectual school teacher who wants to visit his girlfriend over the Christmas holidays, but instead he just loses all his money in gambling, and then he just parties really hard with like rednecks in Australia, and they are going to hunt down kangaroos and so on. Like there's a 10-minute long kangaroo killing scene with like real animal cruelty. It's fucking amazing, and it's really, really terrifying. And yes, Dr. Loomis is in it, from Halloween, and he's like, I don't know, at one point he's like raping the main character, and the director also directed First Blood, Rambo, and he told this great story that when it premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, there was this random guy behind him, and he always talked over the movie like, "Oh my God, is Dr. Loomis really going all the way? Oh my God!" And then later he found out that it was like Martin Scorsese and so on before Scorsese was even famous. And yeah, that's okay. Back to the actual movie, but by Wake and Fright, you can watch it on YouTube. You all should.
Well, first of all, Australia doesn't exist, so I don't know where you get your facts from. But let's open up this motherfucker. And we have actually a flip cover, which is always cool. They do this at Eureka, that they print a newly designed cover on the front and like the old original film poster on the back, if available. And that one's pretty cool. It's classy, I would say. I love this style of old Hollywood posters.
Yeah, how much did you pay for this shit?
I'm not sure. Probably like $17 or something. I think it's a pretty standard price for like a newly released Blu-ray. And yeah, I think it's great that there are at least some companies that actually try to restore and re-release those old films.
Yes. Wake and Fright was lost for like 30 years, like completely lost. And then they found it in some basement, I think in Pittsburgh, like a week before it was destroyed, the reel. So we almost lost this movie completely. Yes, this video is also about Wake and Fright now.
Okay, there's an
You know what? You just showed it off while I talk about Wake and Fright.
I wanted to point out that there's a text called Unchet Andalou, which I'm not sure what to make of. Of course, it's a reference to Un Chien Andalou, the famous surrealistic short film.
Also, I have to make a few shots for our foot fetishist friends.
Save that for the OnlyFans coming soon. And please don't talk anymore. Okay, yeah, so this booklet is classic, full of pictures, fillets, and text that I'm probably not gonna read, have to be honest. So yeah, what else is there to say other than fuck you?
Yeah, we are at 8 minutes. I think we can stop now.